And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Today is Friday, and we are going to be streaming some Battle Brothers today. So, last week we had our first Battle Brothers stream of the YouTube channel, and it went okay. We didn't wipe, surprisingly. It also seemed like people were actually interested in seeing some gameplay and probably less of a an hour-long tutorial in the very beginning of it. So yeah, that's basically what we're planning on doing today. Not going to talk everyone's ears off for much longer. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get on into the gameplay, right? So we're going to be loading our campaign for the Undaunted. We are currently on day 11 on a veteran Iron Man playthrough with the Peasant Militia start. We have a ambition of buying and selling trade goods. We currently do not have a contract, and we have it looks like nine men. So without further ado, yeah, here we are, guys. We're getting into it. We're getting to it. Yo, what's going on, Sean? And nice and early. All right. Ask Gear, the card shaper. Ask Gear, we're going to go ahead and give you, oh, yeah, you kind of need gifted. So here's the thing with Ask Gear. He's not actually good, okay? We're going to patch him up, and we're going to keep him alive as long as we possibly can, right? Because that's essentially what we need to do. We're going to make sure that he's essentially fodder, right? So this is kind of our goal here with units such as Ass Gear. We're going to be trying to patch up their weaknesses and make sure that they at least suit the role of the cannon fodder, right? They don't have to be great at it, right? They just have to be able to soak some hits. So, pumping up his resolve, as well as, his melee defense and his melee skill, right? So we want him to be able to hit more often. So that's what the melee skill's for, right? We want him to be able to actually, hit the things that we're trying to get him to hit, okay? We want him to stay alive a little bit longer. So that's what the shield is for, as well as the melee defense, right? And then the fatigue, that's going to let us put a little bit of heavier armor on him. We don't need to be putting too many more points into fatigue. We can actually pump up resolve instead, and then HP, and that's kind of how we're going to be rolling with this. And then Hubert the sheep. Hubert, you are faint-hearted, so -5 resolve. You do have a bruised leg. Looks like you are also set up to be more of a fodder type, so we're gonna go ahead and make sure that we oblige with the fodder. So let's go ahead and get you squared away with that. We're gonna give you the +4 here to hit points, because you always roll +4 in fatigue, so we'll be able to patch up your fatigue whenever we need it. You did not roll very well in melee skill here, so I'm actually going to take the max roll on range defense instead. Okay, so essentially we've got a couple guys that are actually pretty good, like Steinar, the militiaman here, right? He's got 70 melee skill at level 3, and he's got sure footing, so he's got an extra 5 melee defense. So all in all, he's pretty solid. Then we got Torsten, who's whatever. But then you've also got Halstein the bear. Steinar and Halstein are two really good frontliners. Then we got a couple of other guys that are like, yeah, whatever. And then we got some backliners that are like, yeah, they're not too bad. Goal is going to be to make sure that we actually keep these guys alive long enough for them to continue leveling up and get stronger. That's basically the name of the game, right? Eventually they'll be these guys aren't something that are going to be what I would classify as super late game units, but they're definitely going to be good enough to where we'll be able to do like almost all content with them, right? Yo, what's going on, Sorrel? How you doing, my man? Okay, so Hubert, okay, hold up. I need to repair some of this stuff. We do have a full leather cap here that I should probably be putting on somebody. Let's put that on Erhard, right? We got 70 durability, but this is currently at 68% durability. Okay. We're going to give these guys a little bit better daggers, right? So we can all the better to stab with. That's the goal. We're going to give Bertwin a dagger. And now we're going to start giving daggers to the rest of our front line so we can begin doing dagger downs. Or punctures. However you want to call it. People that have played Battle Brothers before will definitely understand what I mean by saying dagger down, even though it's definitely called puncture. Yeah, I think we're doing okay here. Let's give him a little hatty hat. And then we got Till the Mill. We're going to give you this because it's going to be better armor eventually. And I'm feeling pretty good on that. Okay, let's go fight some brigands. 6 brigand raiders. This could be potentially spicy, but we have the high ground. I'm doing well, just waiting to take the ferry so I can go home. You have to take a ferry to get home? Oh, homie. Homie. That's rough. You know what happens on ferries, right? You get like split in half. At least that's what it shows in the movies. Then again, my only experience of ferries is, you know, like Spider-Man movies. That's basically it. So. All right. We're going to keep the high ground here. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure that we sit and keep the high ground. Let them come to us. Okay, we're going to go right here. %, chance of hit. We got 56, 14. Okay, that kind of sucked. All right. Wait for them to push up. Okay, we got a good hit there. Go ahead, send a dog out. I don't like how the dog has does not have the high ground here, but we're gonna have to deal with it. Hopefully he doesn't get any good hits in on our dog here. All right. Now we're gonna start tearing this guy up, right? Because he has no shield now, so he can't really dodge. Cool. So that guy's down. We took him out. Okay. I want this guy to push before we do too much here, right? He pushed. Got an attack in. That's spooky. Okay, we managed to knock him back. Waste one of his turns. We lost somebody. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We got our dog. We now have a dog out there, though. Right? I do kind of want us to get down here and see if we can get the stun off, which we got a hit off, but we didn't get the stun. We're gonna go ahead and throw a javelin at him. Okay, so we got a bit of a situation here, right? We've got a raider down here that is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass due to how he's positioned. This guy up here is a pain in the ass now. Like, there is no question about it. He is going to be a problem. This guy is already a problem. He already killed one of our guys because we have these flails, right? These flails that these guys have are bad news bears. They're really strong. They hit up and over your shields, so they remove your shield bonuses. That's why that's why I'm scared of these flails. The good news is if we manage to if we win this, right, and we get one, if not both of those flails, we can then use those against brigands, and flails have a really good chance to hit over shields, and they have a better chance to hit the head. So it's really good on hitting people like these brigands who typically don't have good helmets, but a lot of these guys, for some reason, actually have helmets right now. So this battle is a bad example of that. But yeah. Okay. I believe in you, Steiner. We're probably going to run out of a lot of dogs here. Like, a lot of our dogs are probably going to die. I'm just hoping we're able to stay alive and not wipe here. It's kind of my entire goal at this point. And I really want that guy to get got. Oh no. Oh no, that's terrifying. So this guy is no longer getting completely tore up, right? So we're gonna get Steinar over here onto the flank. We're bleeding a bit here. Askir is. Okay, cool. We managed to get that off. We now got this guy knocked down, so he no longer has height advantage, right? So we actually have a shot of dealing with him to an extent, right? Now, in order for us to be able to actually get to him, we need to get somebody over here to take up this spot so he can't climb back up. How long are we bleeding for? We're going to lose 10 more hit points, but it's only for one round. Ouch. Can we get some hits in, guys? We're gonna start losing units because we can't hit anything, and it's gonna make me very upset if we start losing units just because we can't hit. Oh man. 50% chance to hit, more like 90% chance to miss. It's kind of how this freaking works. Oh cool, we got an actual hit off here, and we got some bleed proc going, so that's nice. Can I 21% chance here? Oh dude, we have a broken hand. That's bad. Oh no, we're gonna lose a unit or two here. I can feel it. Oh, cool. This guy's routing finally. So that's great. That's good news. We're going to lose him. Yep. We lost Halstein. Halstein's most likely dead. Was he struck down or killed? So he's struck down. So he's still alive. But he's definitely permanently injured, right? So that's the issue with having... well, honestly, that's the issue with me getting a little too aggressive with this, but that's okay. All right, cool. We're going to start daggering this guy down because I want his gear. At this point, I want his gear. We deserve his gear. We earned it. We have earned his gear. I want it. I needs it. Let me go full on gremlin mode here. Oh, and by the way, there's a little expand retract log. So if you want to see like the actual rolls, because there's dice rolls, it's basically a D100 that they roll. Here's all the dice rolls. And if you ever wonder what just happened, you can go in here and you can see like the past couple of turns or actions. And you can always scroll up and down too with this little golden thing. Okay. Oh shit, there's a guy right here. I'm so stupid. I gave him a free hit because I forgot that he was there. I thought that the battle was basically over. Okay, cool. That guy's now dead, so I can actually start moving my people now, right? Well, I was originally going to try to dagger this guy down, but he ended up like taking a ton of armor damage from the dog, which is another downfall of using dogs, right? But it is what it is. We now have him a little bit more surrounded, so he's going to get hit more often, and he did. All right, Halstein. Halstein now has a broken elbow joint. So that makes him much weaker. Torsten's dead. Torsten died. He got a kill in, but he died. But Halstein is alive. We do keep his gear and whatnot, obviously, because he didn't die. But a broken elbow joint, which is a minus 30% to melee defense and both offensive skills, it's kind of freaking rough. So he's no longer going to be what I would call a good unit, right? Battle screen is hard with the faces. Oh, like it's hard to tell sometimes? Yes. War ponies are OP, Bruce. Bruce. Thanks for the super chat, Bruce. But we ain't doing war ponies here. There ain't no war ponies in Battle Brothers. At least not. Yeah. There's no war ponies in Battle Brothers. Okay, we can buy some salt, which will help us handle some of this crap. We're going to turn around and sell that in a different town, right? We could buy some tools for a little cheaper. I do want to repair the boar spear and the flail that we got. We do have a dog still that we got back, and we've been slowly losing the dogs. We've been using them, but we've definitely been also losing them. Halstein, you're kind of messed up a little bit here. You actually had the best armor out of everybody, which is so unfortunate that you got dumpstered. I'm sorry, I let you down. We're going to take all of your really good gear off, and we're going to basically upgrade Steinar, because congratulations, Steinar. Halstein was actually supposed to be better than Steinar, He had some really good things going for him, but not the case anymore. So, yeah. That's how it goes. That is the game of Battle Brothers. All right, Burke. And we also need to, go ahead and make sure we're recruiting some people and filling in the holes in our ranks as they open up. Hubert, we need to actually put in the back line. Till the mill over here has got -5 fatigue recovery, but he's still combat effective. He just won't be able to hit as often. But since he uses a pole arm, right? And this attack here, it builds up 15 fatigue. So he won't be able to attack non-stop, but he'll be okay for the time being. So I'm feeling pretty confident about keeping Till the mill in. Got to keep him into formation. All right, let's see here. Steinar, we're going to go ahead and pump your stats up, my guy. And we're definitely... Steinar's good, but he's definitely not going to be like a late game guy. We just wanted to get him set up to where he could at least, keep us going, right? Man, oh man. We could definitely give him like 9 lives. We could give him something like that. We could also go for like Colossus. That would give him a lot more HP to work with, right? One of my other favorites to grab super early on is 9 lives. I think I might have mentioned that already, but basically what 9 lives does is whenever you're at 1 HP or whenever you die, you actually just get reduced to 1 HP, and then the next hit you're basically guaranteed to die. But that, for those who like story-like games, what would be a good goal or ending point if I want to get back into Battle Brothers again? So if you want to get into Battle Brothers and you want to have a good ending point, you want to finish an end game crisis. So here's something that's kind of neat about Battle Brothers, Bruce, is that there are crises that happen throughout the game, okay? And they'll happen every 100 days. So a lot of people, what they define as a run for Battle Brothers is they go until the end of the first game, late game crisis, okay? Now, the thing is there's multiple late game crises that can happen, right? So if you really wanted to, you could keep going until you go through every single late game crisis, or you can be like, you know what? I only want to do one, unless you want your achievement hunting and you want to do a run where you do all like 3 or 4 of them, because every DLC basically adds more, I'm pretty sure. So, that's kind of like a good end point goal, is determining how many late game crises you want to go through, and if you want to beat them. But that would be a good end to a run, is you conquer it and then you're good there. If you want to go a step further beyond a crisis, because late game crisis is honestly mid game for Battle Brothers, there are legendary dungeons that will happen every map, okay? And these legendary dungeon fights are meant for super late game units. I mean, you have a full squad of people that are all max level, if not higher, and you have really good gear and everything like that, and they're meant for that. If you want to see an example of what I'm talking about, you can Google like a Black Monolith fight for Battle Brothers, and you will understand what I mean. You're fighting like 60 plus units, right? With just your 12 or 16 in the case of a peasant militia. But yeah, you're like into the thick of it kind of thing. That would also be a potential end. And you could say that the game's over when you're done with all the legendary encounters and points of interest, and you've defeated all the bosses, because there are mythical bosses and whatnot in the game too. but that's really up to your discretion, Bruce, and what exactly you want to do with your run. If you believe that, because here's the other thing, right? If you're playing Iron Man, your run ends really easily, right? If you're playing like non-Iron Man and you're saving and whatnot, you can easily get a run to that point gradually over time, and you can just reload if you lose somebody that you really like or that's really good, right? But if you're playing Iron Man, that's going to take you forever, because when you die, you have to basically start a new run, right? And obviously you lose units pretty easily. I lost like two or I realistically, I only lost one technically, but I realistically lost two this past fight, right? Because Halstein's basically useless now. Like, he's no longer going to be a good unit going forward. He's just cannon fodder. But yeah, that's kind of the way that you can look at it. Is it depends on how you want to approach playing the game. If you want it to be like hard, and you're playing Iron Man and whatnot and going through, it's going to take a long time for you to actually be able to like completely finish the game. But if you want to just find like a nice stopping point for a, you know, like a story level perspective, yeah, finishing one or all the late game crises would be a good point as well. A late game crisis is equivalent game time wise to probably 2, maybe 3 regions of War Tales. If you want to talk about like how long it takes for you to get from the very start to the end of a late game crisis, it'll probably take you 2 or 3 regions worth of playtime. So I played the game now, albeit I talk a lot. So I played the game for like what, 3 hours ish last week, and we're on day 11. And those crises typically spawn around like day 80 to 100. So we're a ways away, right? But yeah. Yo, what's going on, Unsalted Margarine? How you doing, my man? And Sean, is the mace more early game good or good straight through? So here's the thing, Sean. Every weapon, and this is going to be a cop-out, but every weapon in Battle Brothers, every single one of them has pros and cons, or has a specific niche that it fills throughout the entirety of the game. Every single one. And you can easily use a mace throughout the entire game on 1 unit or more units or whatever, right? So, and here's why I say that every single thing it can be used. There are masteries for weapons, okay? I highly recommend grabbing at least a mastery on every single unit once you get to that point. It doesn't have to be immediately, because someone who you currently have using like a sword, for example, right? When we're at level, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, at level 5, they may be using a sword, but later on you may actually decide that you want them to have a hammer, because hammers are more easily accessible late game, right? You can't reset your perks easily. There is a way to reset your perks, but trust me, you're going to end up investing more time into getting the thing to reset your perks than you'd take building up a new unit. So what a lot of people will recommend is you either decide exactly what role they're going to be early on, right? Or what you do is you grab their mastery point last. And what exactly what mastery point does. So mace mastery, for example, since you asked about maces. Yeah, I like to talk a lot. I know, Zoro. I know. Mace mastery reduces your fatigue costs by 25% when you're using a mace, okay? On top of that, whenever you use the knock out, knock over, or strike down, so all the special attacks from maces, they have a 100% chance to stun the target as long as they're not immune. So the bludgeon, for example, right, has knock out. My head is in the way. My explanation's not working if my head's in the way. So knockout, it builds up 25 fatigue. So with 25% less fatigue buildup, we're talking like 18 fatigue buildup, right? Okay. Well, 18 fatigue buildups, cool, but so that gives you 6 more fatigue, roughly, like 6 or 7 more fatigue. And then instead of a 75% chance to stun, you're looking at a 100% chance to stun when it hits. So that's that's what these masteries basically do, right? Hammer mastery destroys your armor, destroy armor and demolish armor, inflict 33% more damage against armor, and then shatter gains 5% chance to hit. And it also obviously reduces the amount of buildup of everything like that, right? So that's essentially how all of these work. They all have specific perks that help out with their special attacks. So an axe has split shield, right? As well as chop, at least the one-handed does. We have pole arms, right? We have all sorts of stuff here that can help and whatnot. And there's like throwing mastery. There's all sorts of stuff here. So every single unit, what a lot of people will do, or what some people do, it's not meta, but it's fun, is you have one unit that specializes in one thing, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so you have 12 weapon types, and you have 12 active roster units for most starts. You see where I'm getting at here? A lot of people, or some people, that they like to have fun, they basically pick one unit and have them be a specialist, and you just run the entire run with one particular specialist. So you have one cleaver specialist, one sword specialist, one mace specialist. Other people will be like, yeah, I've got an army of a bunch of swords because I like how they work, and then the entire backline's a bunch of crossbowmen. Some people do that too. Like it's really, you know, dealer's choice, but yeah. Bro has a PhD in Yap. Homie, you know how hard I worked for this PhD in Yap? You know how hard it was for me to learn how to talk? Not really. I talked really early. So, yeah. Whose idea was it to name the spice stuff you spray on bears after a spiky ball you hit things with? Oh. Mace. Got it. Got it. I was like, what on earth is he talking about? Got it. Mace. Bear repellent. Pepper spray. You know, there might be a reason for that. I definitely don't know. All right, let's see here. Selling these for a profit. So we're making a bit of a profit here. We cannot buy dyes for under cost or at cost yet. So it's not quite ideal or a good idea for us to pick that up, right? We are still working on repairing some of the new gear that we have. And it's not looking like I want to buy anything from here. Let's take a look at the armor and see if they've got stuff. They do have some stuff. We got some leather lamellar armor, which would be an upgrade for a lot of our units. They also have some basic mail shirts. These are a little on the pricier side. Let's go ahead and look at hires. Do we have any thieves here? No, we don't. Damn, that's sad. I would kill for a good thief. So we can hire a poacher and potentially get a good archer, right? We could hire some caravan, some militia. Yeah, we could hire some militia and potentially get some decent militia. Or some decent frontliners. A tailor isn't going to do the best, right? Refugee won't be the best either, but they'll have a lot of fatigue. And then we have a grave robber. Grave robbers have really good resolve. We could definitely hire we could definitely hire a few of these guys and be okay, right? Oh boy, I don't know how I want to do that. It's supposed to be hard to know what I'm talking about. That's my whole thing. If you immediately know what I mean, then I did something wrong. Oh. You know, I don't really know what I want to do with Steinhardt here, because we could definitely get him set up to be a two-hander at some point due to the sure footing that we have. And if we can set him up to be a two-hander, I think rotation would be a good idea. I'm thinking rotation or Pathfinder. Probably Pathfinder too. Pathfinder would make it to where we can move a little bit better. Quick hands wouldn't be a bad idea either. 9 lives. I'm not terrible. Do. We could definitely do 9 lives or Colossus. I'd be okay with that. Rotation would be good. But rotation, I'm kind of on the fence here on what my next perk's going to be. Steinar is not really our best tank. Well, actually, he probably is our best tank at this point. Yeah, no one else has anywhere near as much a defense capabilities as him. So rotation's probably our best bet. Man, that sucks. Colossus would be pretty we could make him into a decent nimble unit, right? Because he doesn't have a lot of fatigue. Knowing that he doesn't have a lot of fatigue, we are going to make him into nimble. We'll give him nimble, and we'll probably give him dodge. Dodge is going to be hit or miss, honestly. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Homie, what on earth is that? Is it supposed to be like a card? You're killing me here. Bertwin. All right, what we got here, Bertwin? You haven't quite leveled up. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Burke's the one that we need to look at. You know what? I think Burke, we need to do a quick hands. All right. We do need to hire some people. And we can either hire them here at Bokenberg, or we can hire them here at Roststadt. We definitely need to hire people in general. I am going to hire the Grave Robber. And we can definitely hire the... We'll hire Dawnbird as well. He's pretty cheap. Hopefully we'll have something good. Not really good. He does have 55 starting out melee skill, which is not bad. We have a 56 start out for this guy. And 40 starting resolve, which is pretty solid. And this guy has a ton of hit points, and he's got 1-star melee defense. And he's got some pretty good initiative. We'll definitely be able to make Wernhard work pretty well. He has a lot of fatigue. He actually has more fatigue than Dawnbird does, which is kind of surprising. So Wernhard, we'll get him set up, right? He has enough fatigue. We can actually put him in some decent armor starting out, like, immediately. So let's go ahead and give him, you know, some form of gear here. We can give him a falchion. Yeah, it should be fine. So he's still got 78 fatigue, right? And I definitely want to aim for at least 60, if not 70 fatigue, starting out. And he's got mediocre defensive stats, but that armor really helps him out. And then Dawnbird here, he's kind of trash. We're just going to give him some basic frontliner gear and see if he lives. That's basically what we're gonna have to do with him. And yeah, that's kind of all she wrote. We do have a high enough melee skill with Steinar here that we can give him the flail and let him cook. And that's kind of what I think that should be our goal here, is to let him cook. Askir, I kind of want to get you off the mace, because the mace was not too beneficial for us last time. And then Wernhard, does anyone here have like really high melee stats? I mean, Bertwin does. Burke does not have a dagger, but we're going to give him a dagger. He's got 56. And Till the Mill does not have a dagger either. We'll give him a penknife. That's fine. I do want to hire one of these guys. This guy's level 2. That's why he's so expensive. Could hire Karsten. Let's see how he does. But we need to be careful about how many crowns we spend, because we only have 1,300. And I don't want to spend like that much of my money stockpile to pick somebody up. until we actually are flushed with cash, right? I see your card and raise you battleship B2. Chest would be better with a battle pass and microtransactions, to be honest. $20 to unlock RGB Queen. I need skins. I want my queen to have. Oh my god, dude, no. We're oh no. Congratulations. You've actually used your credit card so much that you now have a the Mega Queen. And what that means is that your queen can actually take 2 turns back to back. And yeah, so you can either use this to get 2 queens on your board, so you'll replace your 2 bishops are now replaced with just 2 queens, and then your 1 queen spawn is a bishop, or you get a Mega Queen, which gives you 2 movements of standard queenness, but you can do those immediately back to back without your opponent taking a turn. Congratulations, you have purchased the premium chess package. Bro, I would be so freaking livid. People would stop playing chess. All right, we need to go somewhere to the east and discover a thing on our map. And we have a ton of shepherds out here. A ton of shepherds. I don't really want any shepherds, so we're gonna hold off on that. But if those guys were farmers, then we'd be talking. Watch 3 ads to escape checkmate. Buy the premium version for 200 free chess bucks a day. Now you can buy the pawn with a gun. Oh my god, dude. Homie, I think you just need to play FPS, Jazz. Witchmount. Where is Witchmount? Oh, around the regions of Witchmount Hills. It's gotta be around here somewhere, right? Just up on top of a mountain here. No big deal. We've definitely either passed it or it's further off. Because he said to the east, right? Up here. And this is the caveat to... No, I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it. We're taking a while to find it, but we're going to try to find it anyway. We're out of meds. We're doing okay on food for the time being, but we are definitely out of meds, which is not good because we have people who are injured. So we need to buy meds. Bro, I have no idea where this thing's at. Southwest of here. What? So it's down here? Man, that sucks. So we've been missing it. It's probably right down here. Yep. Hunger's home. Lots of ancient auxiliaries and some necrosavins. We are not fighting that. Oh my god, I am not going there. I'm not going there anytime soon. That is terrifying. So my favorite DLC for Battle Brothers that I would say would be Beasts and Exploration. So there are, without Beasts and Exploration, you cannot get, well, they may have added it, but I do know that Beasts and Exploration really expanded how armor worked in and of itself. So there's like armor attachments that came out with the Beasts and Exploration DLC, and I don't know if it's in base game anymore because I've never played base game. Once the DLCs came out, I bought the DLCs and I've been running with the DLCs. So let me be transparent here. But you can get attachments that go onto your armor that can increase its durability, right? And durability is essentially extra HP on your armor, right? Which thus reduces, increases your HP essentially to an extent, right? You can also, That's a really good one. The Warriors of the North is okay. I can't remember if that's the retinue. Drive out the brigands at Mossy Ruins Southeast. Yeah, we can do it. This might get a little dicey, especially because I'm about to be out of food. Give me Dawn. Give me Dawn. Dawn. I need food. I need food. Food real bad. Food bad. Please. Please give food. How expensive is food? Food pricey. That sucks. I do need meds. Oh, those meds and tools are so up there though, but we need them. God, I hate that. Oh, okay. We took way too long finding this freaking ruin. But yeah, so each DLC is actually really important, Sean. My favorite DLC is definitely Beasts and Exploration. It adds in a lot more animals, or beasts rather, right? And each beast will drop like different parts, and you can essentially use those parts to make armor layers and whatnot. It's actually really cool. It's kind of Monster Hunter light to an extent, but yeah. So Beast and Exploration, I would recommend. That's the first DLC that came out. Warriors of the North is fun. I wouldn't say it is a 100% necessity. The Blazing Deserts is neat. I'm currently not, we're not really seeing any of the Blazing Deserts content right now because we're not in the desert. Dude, they're like heavily defended right here. Okay. We'll have to push. That sucks because they've got a marksman too. Gross. How many marksmen you got? 2? Or is that poacher? No, that's a thug. Okay. Oh, they got a guy with a long axe. Noted. And then there's the Flesh and Faith DLC, and the Flesh and Faith is pretty fun too. Like honestly, the one DLC that I don't think is super, that I don't utilize a lot is Blazing Deserts, even though Blazing Deserts, a lot of people would argue, is probably the best one meta-wise to get, due to it having like an easier early game setup, right? I'm just not a fan of it. So yeah. But I'm a huge fan of like okay. We can't go through the old wall. We can't go through like any of this. We have to go way around, which is unfortunate. And I don't want to move up here because we can't undo our moves, right? And we're going to get essentially just bombarded. Let's move. Let's move a little bit here. Yeah, we'll move. We're going to rotate a bit. Okay. Ouch. I need to get up here. We need to get up here and like push in. This is a really rough formation. A really rough like map. Okay, now that we're engaged in melee combat up here, they're going to start moving up a bit. We need to use this time to take out the thugs. So the reason we're going to take out the thugs is reducing them to 0 HP will trigger a resolve check. Remember that talk that I was going over about killing enemy units that triggers resolve checks? Yeah, we want to trigger as many resolve checks as possible. That way we can potentially cause people to flee. Now, Donbert, you're really not going to be very good here. So we're going to just kind of throw you up here, and you're probably going to die for that, actually. But, oops. My bad. My bad, Donbert. All right, so we got 1 kill. Ow. That's spooky. Okay. Okay. We are going to move up. 55% chance to hit. We're going for it. Sending it. Oh, that was a good hit. Clutch. I forgot back home in your chair. I forgot how humorously odd the characters look in this game. Yeah, they're characters for sure. Let's put it that way. And I don't care if it kills me. I want to breathe the purple stuff. What purple stuff? Homie, purple stuff can be so many things. Are you okay? Okay, so here's the thing. I could send Bertwin up to try and like deal some damage against this pikeman, but the problem is the pikeman can also deal damage to Bertwin, and Bertwin's kind of low, so let's not. What I can do instead, start surrounding this guy. Have the dog do stuff, right? We're gonna try to push through. And boom. Great. Beautiful. And we're gonna push up here. I want to get a hold of this raider as well. This guy's dead. He is so dead. Well, so much for that new guy. Poor Donbert. He tried. Didn't work, but he did try. Awesome. Beautiful. I got 2 more guys routing. That is perfect. And this guy's got full armor, essentially, right? Swapping over to the penknife. Oh, that's bad. Well, I think he died. Yep, Burke the swine died. I did not expect him to hit over the barrier. That was my bad. Man, that's tragic. That was a bad play. That was a really bad play. Oh well. It happens. Brother, you want to inhale an oxidizer? Potassium permanganate? I would probably die within hours. Homie, what is this? What is going on in chat now? Don't judge me, just look at it. Are you saying you disagree? Yes. Oh my lord. Yes, I would like to inhale purple. The essence of purple. That is what I am aiming for. That is my goal. The essence of purple. How the hell did you get away? All right, whatever. Oh no, not the dog. Not the dog. You monster. Bro, I'm killing this guy down here. Oh no, we're running him down. We ain't done yet. This is not over. Oof. Dodging bullets. All right, Burke the Swine and Donbert the Derelict both passed away. That's unfortunate. We got our Fangshire back, and we got at least a patched mail shirt. We got some weapons. We did get a hold of the pike and the long axe. So all in all, we technically got out ahead. The pike and the long axe are both worth a lot of money, and they're both very, very good backline weapons. So that is a direct upgrade for, say, Bertwin with his pitchfork, or Till the Mill with his, with his warfork versus a pitchfork, right? A warfork is technically a direct upgrade to a pitchfork, but yeah. Anyway, what we are going to do, since Bertwin has 62 attack, but Till the Mill also has 62 attack, 62 make that 66, right? Till the Mill, I think, will actually end up becoming our sergeant eventually. Let's see here. Man, it feels really bad to not take a max roll melee defense, especially when there's always a max roll available for the. Yeah, we're gonna pump that up, and we are. You know what? We could turn him into a sergeant. We could definitely give him the rally the troops skill. That's definitely something that's on the table. What should we do with your perk? I don't know. I really don't know. For a backliner, I mean, we could give him some heavier armor. We could give him dodge, but that's not really going to be that big of a deal, right? Rotation's going to be pretty big for him later on, but right now, not so much. Backstabber's good because we'll always get a bonus, typically as a backliner, right? So we'll give him Backstabber actually, and then we're going to give him, since he has the higher attack chance, We can give him the pike, because the pike's basic attack doesn't necessarily have a better chance to hit. Well, it has a plus 10% chance to hit, right? And then the long axe does not have a bonus chance to hit, but the long axe can destroy shields over a distance, right? So yeah, till the mill over here, and then we'll give Bertwin the long axe. All right. You can't stop me inhaling the pool cleaner's nasty. Bro, that's pool cleaner. Like, I don't even know what y'all are talking about at this point. You don't want to know what's happening in chat? Oh. Is this a bad time to mention that I also want to take a big crunchy bite out of a chunk of lapis lazuli? Homie, now you're just talking Minecraft to me. Okay, let's see here. We could pump up Resolve, but that's not quite a max roll. We get a max roll on HP, so we're going to take the max roll on HP. I do think Bertwin's eventually going to be a frontliner. Just right now, he's just not, right? We've got him in the back line so he can survive until we can make him into a frontliner. I think that was the purpose of Bertwin, right? And it's working for him, right? Because the rest of our guys who I was like, oh yeah, these guys aren't terrible. They're they're now terrible. So yeah, we're going to pump up all of these numbers and pray to God it keeps working. Putting points into initiative, whatever. This will be fine. This is fine. We're going to give him Colossus. He already has a ton of HP. Why not pump that number up? Erhard, you rolled like trash. God, you actually rolled like garbage. We'll take the mid roll on melee attack, I guess. Although melee defense we probably should take, but we'll be okay. Absolute freaking garbage. You are 100% going to stay in that shield wall. And knowing that you will always be in the shield wall, I could give you shield expert, actually. Shield expert would be beneficial for you. You do have a little bit of bonus initiative, which would give you roughly what we get 15% of your current initiative. So your maximum initiative is 78. So at full fatigue, we're looking at roughly what, 10 extra defense, whereas we get an extra 15% or 25% from wooden shield. So yes, dodge is better than shield expert, 100%. Except for later on, your initiative is going to be garbage. So initiative's reduced by current fatigue as well as any penalty to maximum fatigue. Someone in light armor will act before someone in heavy armor, and someone fresh will act before someone fatigued. Right. Sorrow, help us, hold me, I'm scared. I'm going to ingest the minerals, specifically the colorful ones. Unsalted margarine was silenced. If you put me in a room with some guys, cool rock and gem collection, I would walk out with several chipped teeth and no regrets. Homie's just a straight up goblin. All right, Margarine. Homie, you're a little too unhinged right now. And it makes me uncomfortable with your deepest, darkest desires. Oh God. Message retracted. Goblin gemstones for sure. Okay. Bertwin, let's see here. We need to give you a perk, homie, and we need to give you a decent perk. You're not technically going to be in the back line for too long. Backstabber is going to be good regardless. I mean, another really good one is going to be Pathfinder. Pathfinder will be applicable going into the late game for a while, actually. Earhard, we are going to, I don't know, I still don't know what I'm going to do. I think we're going to go dodge. I think I'm going to go dodge. I'm probably going to regret it, but we're going to do dodge, and we're going to see how well it works. And I know people are going to be like, oh, you should never use dodge. Dodge is terrible. I'm like, maybe not. I don't know, man. Dodge gets worse as combat goes on, don't get me wrong, but if it helps me stay alive, then it's kind of worth it. I know I'm unhinged. Now where are the cool rocks? We're going to hide the cool rocks from you, homie. All right. What do we got here? So there's people disappearing. We have to hunt down whatever's terrorizing the town. And it's a 2-star contract. I don't know about you. We just took on, I think that was a 2-star contract that we just took on. I'm not feeling another one right now. So we're going to go up here to Grunfeld and see if there's a different contract we can do. Another 2-star contract. Follow the tracks and return the tome. Okay, we can do that. This is probably going to end badly, but we can do that. We're going to go ahead and slap Hubert up here. Hubert's actually, got gear now. Well, not gear, but he's not super screwed. We have no backline. We have no one that's really good at backline. Bertwin, I can definitely give you some throwing weapons for the time being, because you're the best thing we've got to an archer, really. But, yeah. Yo, what's going on, Senvone? Bro. Dodge can't get worse if you have no fatigue for it. There's 0 stam builds with high initiative that make it worth it. Oh. Okay, there you go. That's fair. Margarine, you definitely have a problem, homie. I think you need to get counseling. You have an obsession with rocks. Yeah, I know that there's definitely like a... I know I have seen people come up with dodge builds and going dodge nimble on like fat newt builds. I don't understand how the math works typically. Like I just don't, I haven't looked into the math, but I also am kind of like revisiting Battle Brothers and trying not to, I don't really like looking up a lot of things, and I kind of just want to, figure it out on my own somewhat. Man, I could have swore I had another dog. Damn. Okay. Guess we already assigned it. We do need to give some better frontline gear. Who deserves better frontline gear? Who has earned the right to have a slight upgrade in their gear? I mean, you could probably use a better helmet. Actually, a lot of you guys could use better helmets. I got a lot of stuff I need to sell too. We'll worry about it later. Let's go fight these thieves. We should be able to handle this so long as there isn't a necromancer. There's a necromancer. Yep. I knew it was too good to be true. I was hoping that we wouldn't run into a necromancer on this one, but you can't always get what you want. So this is gonna be a little annoying. All right, home skillet, I need you to go away. All right, we need to get a hold of this necromancer in some way, shape, or form. This guy's going to be a problem. He's going to be a really big problem. The joke is that 0 stam builds were the thing community discovered a few years in. It only has 20 to 30 usable stamina and all passive traits. Move 1 hex and attack every turn. Right. I do understand that. Cause every turn brother recovers 15 stamina. Yeah, I understand how fat newt works. Like basically you just burn as much stamina as what you regenerate, right? So how does having 0 stamina affect dodge though? Like if you have 0 fatigue left, like how does that work? Because I don't understand how that could be beneficial. I think I earned the right for an upgrade. What right are you talking about, Soro? Do we have a Soro in here? I don't think we do. Man, I'm kind of terrified of this guy. I don't want to get too close. I know he's going to dunk on me if I get up to him. I know he's going to dunk on me if I don't get up to him too. Like I just know the dunking is going to happen. Can't build more fatigue, that lowers your initiative. So you have high initiative, low fatigue, dodge works. Okay. It's when you start pumping up your fatigue numbers. When you pump up your fatigue. Okay. Huh. Okay. That makes sense. So, that's so weird. That math is, ugh. What? Okay. We'll have to try it. That would make our early game bros stay alive a lot longer too, to be honest. So we have a little wooden flail guy up here. Little thuggy thug. And I know I want to push him, but I'm not going to. We're gonna wait. We're gonna have the dog push him. Man, are you serious? Okay. We can definitely push up and get a head chop in. And we missed. Okay. This is gonna hurt. Oh, we missed. Oh, thank God. But when's the necromancer going to move? That's the real question. Okay. Okay. Good hit. That was a nice pierce. Well, that sucks. I was kind of hoping you wouldn't go for him. Bro. Yep, I saw that one coming. Yep, and he raised my own dude. Oh my God, he can raise two. I forgot about that. Necromancers are bullshit. Bro, you're kind of irritating me now. We have to kill everyone twice, essentially, at this point. Please don't kill Bertwin. I like Bertwin. Bertwin's a good guy. He's doing great for me. He's doing great things. He's got kids out for T-ball. Don't kill Bertwin. He's my homie. I need to get a hold of this goddamn necromancer, dude. It's gonna be a problem. No! God, I hate you people. No, not Bertwin. Stop hitting Bertwin. You're being mean. No. 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 No, Bertwin! Bertwin's dead. We lost Bertwin. Oh, man. Okay. No, you don't pump fatigue because you only want to have that 15 to 30, so you can't lose more than 15 to 30 initiative. You can sometimes pump initiative for extra defense that doesn't fall off. Kind of works on rat catchers, thieves, and oath takers. Can you hire one? A necromancer? No, you can't. I think there's a mod for hiring necros. Not sure, as I keep playing only UI mods. Yeah, I don't play like overhaul mods, so no, we can't. Bro, are we gonna wipe due to his freaking neck? We are. Like, we are actually in trouble here. And the problem is, Bertwin's dead right here. Like, in the arms of an angel. We didn't even get the hit off. I am so sorry I failed you, Bertwin. And now we're routing. We are absolutely foobarred here. And we gotta be careful because Bertwin is probably gonna get raised as well. They're probably gonna raise undead Bertwin. And if he comes up with that two-handed axe, we're screwed. Oh, that's bad. Bro, cleavers ain't nothing to fuck with. That's all I'm gonna say. There's Bertwin. Nope. That's not Bertwin. Homie, you already... Oh my god, you are pissing me off. Screw you, Necromancer. We are losing so many people here. Wait. How on earth did a Wider Ganger get Battle Forged? What? How are these guys getting Battle Forged? They get raised and they're suddenly... Oh my god, no wonder. Like, my units didn't have Battle Forged. So dumb. So freaking dumb. Honestly, we may need to retreat. I don't want to retreat because we're gonna lose whatever we've already lost, like guaranteed, right? Like, we'll lose all the gear too. But we may have to. Bro, this is bad. As soon as I saw the Necromancer, we should have backed out. I knew better. I really knew better. But I was like, you know what? We'll be okay. That was not the case. Our dog's doing work, though. I will say that. Everyone's like super exhausted. Oh my god, we actually got that. Thank you. Thank you. No. Okay. We're still kicking it here. We're still alive. We're still going. Necromancer's finally dead. We have a shot. Hubert may die, and if that's the case, we may be in a bit of trouble as well. Oh, thank God we got a good hit in. Oh, thank God we got him routing. Oh my God, yes. We need to help our dog out. Our dog has actually been like the MVP of this entire fight. Our dog and Hubert. Oh no, our dog. No. Bro. Bertwin's still alive. Bro, broken knee is terrible. But now he is a backliner. So he's guaranteed a backliner. That sucks, but it is what it is. We can make do with that. Ass gear. That's trash. Erhard died. Bertwin's still alive, so I'm okay with that. But bro, that was a terrible fight. My face is in the wrong spot. Ah, son of a bitch. Bro, that was a wow. Okay, we got it, but man, we lost so much from that. That was not worth it at all. Only for 350 crowns. Yeah, no, we did not get paid enough for that at all. We got some farmers that we can hire though, and farmers, I actually really like farmers. So by the way, just farmers, we're replenishing our boots on the ground with farmers. Day tailors, I actually like day tailors too. Now I prefer thieves over day tailors. Day tailors tend to have like pretty high fatigues, high fatigue naturally. Same thing with farmers, but yeah. Okay, let's see here. We have a dumb character and a night owl. Okay. He's cocky. But he's determined. Okay. Terrible defensive stats due to cocky. This guy. Now he's craven, but he's also dumb, which sucks. But he's got 3 stars in melee skill and 2 stars in hit points. So we can make that work. Right? We could definitely put him in the back line and let him do some damage here. Bertwin, honestly, homie, I mean, you've got minus 40% melee defense, and that sucks. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, so that affects shields too. Man, that makes your stats here just garbage. Oh, what did I put on you two? Oh, okay, I put path. I mean, you can make do as a polearm guy. You're basically a set in stone polearm guy. We need to crank up your fatigue and put you in Battleforged armor, like super heavy armor. He's losing. No, he's winning. Yeah, not the dog. No, yeah, but Bert, roller coaster of a ride. Face. Oh no, not again. Battle Brothers in a nutshell. Essentially, yes. Battle Brothers can get you super hyped and then also terrible. Bro, do I put you in the top right? Top right? Yeah, this is probably the least intrusive face, right? Go. I keep moving myself and it makes it worse. All right, ass gear. You're just bad, homie. You are so bad right now. There's nothing I can do to actually salvage you. You are just going to be here and you're going to fill the void until someone else comes in that is just better than you. And you either get replaced or you die. Yeah. Yep, that is exactly how we're doing this. And because of that, congratulations, Askier. You now have 9 lives. Wernhard. For somehow, man, you have managed to go from being like, oh yeah, you'll be pretty good as a nimble boy to congratulations, you're like one of the best units I've got now. So we are not going to pump up. I really want to try this out. Okay. So we're going to make him into a dodge boy. Now, I don't have the best roles for him here, right? So we can definitely pump his stats up a little bit, and we can definitely give him dodge, but I kind of want to give him gifted just to give him that extra boost, at least right now, right? And Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident with that gifted roll and just putting all of that into his his range defense doesn't really need to get pumped up. Dodge will take care of that. So putting that into resolve right now would actually be really good for him. Peasant Militia is weird that you get barred, but I think you can't hire them afterwards. Nice for banner if resolve high and well events. Is a beekeeper the equivalent of an eldritch god to their bees? Bro, he's just all over the place in this stream, isn't he? Just completely unhinged, just like out there. Homie, have you been like on bath salts or something? You okay? I might explain when to eat rocks. Oh, we definitely need meds now, don't we? No, we did buy some meds. Okay, well, all is not completely lost. We're just hurting real bad. Okay. What do we got going on here? About a day to the northeast? Okay, I can definitely do that. That's not that bad. Please give me something I can work with here. Okay. I have to remember where I need to be to find thieves, because I really like thieves as a background. They tend to start off with some really good defensive stats off the bat, right? We need to go where? Up here? Is that where? There's no way, dude. You want me to take that where? Grossfirth. Homie, that's way up there. I don't want to go there. You see all these woods? You see how tattered my guys are? We're gonna die. Looks at chat, looks at a joint, looks at a chat. Wow. These can get up to 12 melee defense, I think. They're good tanks. Yes. They're really good, especially for Peasant Militia. Follow the tracks and return the lockbox. I will do this. I do like butchers. I like butchers and brawlers too. They're all pretty good. We will buy this. I will also buy the salt. Hopefully we survive. And if we don't, then a hell of a run. I really don't want to lose the run. This is like considering this is my first run back on Battle Brothers, and we've actually stayed alive. Now we're only on veteran, right? So it's not like we're on expert, but I'm feeling pretty good about it because I'm just like, hell yeah, man, doing stuff, doing things, actually trying to, you know, do stuff and things. Okay. Follow the tracks and get ready to return the idol. Now, we need to give some of these guys some better gear, because I don't want them running out there completely freaking naked. All right. Home skillet. Nah, you just got a negative 15% hit point. You are fucked up, though. You have some how is that light wounds? All right, whatever. Halstein. Hey, Halstein, homie. How you doing? We'll give you. We'll go ahead and give you something to play with, my guy. We'll put you back out there. We'll give her the old college try. All right, you backline. Halstein, you're gonna be over here on this flank. We're gonna put you in the middle. We're gonna put you over here and ask you to try not to die. That's how this is going to work, and we are going to basically just kit the rest of these guys out with whatever surcoats we've got, give them some shields, and we'll go from there. They also get spears. Are kind of basic, but I mean it kind of works. They're pretty easy. Let's actually swap Holstein off to this flank. That way we already have two basic bitch spears back here, and we'll give Home Skillet back here a little pickaxe, and we're going to give them, you know, a hood and whatnot. And Till the Mill, congratulations, we're giving you the Necromancer hood because that's an upgrade, and somebody needs to rep the actually no, you don't get the Necromancer hood. Hubert was the MVP of that fight by locking down that Necromancer for so long while getting just completely blasted by a raider. Congratulations, Hubert. You have earned that necromancer hood. Hey, Marcelo, how you doing, my man? I am doing well. We just had a very exciting fight that we managed to win. We lost a lot of it was a pretty a tough fight. We lost a dog, which is sad, but hey, we're here. Okay, so congratulations, guys. There's no necromancer for this one, so we can actually probably steamroll this fight in comparison to what the last one was, especially because we have 10 guys like that. We have a literal army, and what we're going to do is we are going to end the round and let them come to us. They have range superiority. Never mind, we have to push them because yeah. Oh, are you actually gonna push me? Are you gonna push? Okay, yeah, they're gonna push slowly but surely. They're only gonna get so close though. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna move up slightly. Okay. Well, that's about to be a little on the spicy side. Bertwin, you are a god. I want you to know that. You have a broken knee that never healed right, and you still have a gaping wound on your back of your neck, and you're not even, you know, like fully healed, and you just walked up and took that man out. Thanks, homie. Thank you for being you. An unapologetic badass. That is what he is. Corey's still alive somehow. Bertwin with the second kill. Okay, this guy's got a flail. I actually don't want to push him with Ingmar because Ingmar does not have a helmet. Instead, we're going to try to get this guy. Okay, he's down. Now we got people who have helmets. We'll push up. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Oh no, we're running them down. I got screwed over by a little idol last time. I'm not doing that again. We're taking them all out with prejudice, extreme prejudice. Oh yeah. It's amazing what happens when you go from dealing with thugs to like from raiders and like a necromancer to just a bunch of thugs. I needed a good reset fight. Burke, do you have a brother by Bertwin? You got a brother named Taurus by chance? Just walks up. It's like, all right, one shot kill, easy peasy, let's go. We're gonna go down to Gronenberg and see if we can sell any of this salt that we just picked up. Fire can be considered a living organism. Now that's an interesting take. So we have some more farmers we can actually hire here, and I'm not opposed to picking up farmers. I do like farmers. we're not going to get as much value out of the salt here as I would like, so we're not going to sell it here. You know, one thing that I have noticed is I think you get thieves in port cities. So if we go up to Jadensi, we may be able to find some thieves. Now, I'm going to go up to Bokenberg first, because once again, we don't have a ton of money, and hiring thieves is expensive. Thieves cost a lot. They're good units, but they cost a lot. So that's something we got to be mindful of, right? So we'll go up to Bokenberg and be like, hey, yo, I did the thing. You guys got any more salt? No more salt. Well, that's unfortunate. You got any new people? No new people. Damn. Oh, real quick, Sean, the taxidermist here, this is something that's from the Beasts and Exploration DLC. Oh, that's a good, you know what? That's a good question here. Yo, and sorry if I'm mispronouncing your username. Sanvone? Or is it Sanvone? What is your favorite DLC? Out of all of the DLC out there, because Sean's over here asking about it, and I'm kind of, I'm kind of hung up, because I really like Beast and Exploration, and I've got all of them, of course. Flesh and Faith has some neat, unique mechanics. I know meta answers probably Blazing Deserts due to a lot of people saying go to the desert early game because it's easier. But I mean, Raiders of the North or Warriors of the North is kind of like whatever. Like, I feel like that may be the least awesome out of all of them. I do like the banners though, but if you use the boat, is it instant or do you travel the sea? If later, do you get attacked on the sea boat? So traveling on the boat is instant. You basically teleport to the next port. It does cost money though, and that's why the map seeds are such an important aspect to the game. Drive off brigands at the ancient ruins north of Rothstadt. Okay, we can do that. We have a grave digger. Man, we have, a bunch of militia guys. A ton of militia, bro. Militia are honestly going to be like our base units, to be honest here. I like the northern DLC due to barbarians. Not huge on desert one. Beast would be fun if lindworms weren't such a bitch to kill after rework. Bro, so I didn't realize they reworked lindworms. So when I first made this YouTube channel ages ago, back when I, was streaming on Twitch, and I was like, oh, I need to make YouTube videos to, bring people to Twitch. And then, that obviously didn't happen. But I made a guide on how to kill lindworms back in like 2019-ish. Like, it was a while ago. Maybe even earlier than that. 2018-ish, somewhere around there. And 2017? Yeah, a long time ago. But basically, I made a guide to kill lindworms, and it was so easy back then because you could just net them and kill them because they couldn't break the nets, and it was so easy to take them down. You just be like, all right, everyone, surround them with a bunch of pikes or bows, and then net them, and then just take them down from a distance. And you just get one guy right on top of them. That's like a meta tank, super high, like the just shield walls with a heater shield, and you're good. That's not the case anymore. I tried doing that strategy, and I got fucked up. I got real fucked up, and I'm gonna be real here. That is when I realized, oh, we reworked how some of these monsters work. I am no longer what I would consider like knowledgeable in the game. I am terrified now because it took me a while to figure out like all the the tidbits and tricks, right? With Battle Brothers. And I mean, I would say the game was definitely easier, probably not as balanced back in the day. Or maybe more balanced, I don't know. They may have made it worse, honestly. But I enjoyed playing it quite a bit when it first came out and whatnot. So I played a ton of it, and I was like, oh yeah, no. And I streamed it quite a bit on Twitch, and then yeah, like to give you an idea, when I first streamed this on Twitch, it was like when Some Weird Sins first started making content. The game still has the Event Brother Lindworm Slayer that totally doesn't work. Bro, but lindworm armor's so cool. And lindworms are even cooler when you're able to use the anatomists. So where's the anatomist origin come from? Is that Beast in Exploration? like I'm pretty sure vanilla has origins in them now, right? That wasn't necessarily unlocked by a specific DLC, I don't think. So there's got to be something out there that whatever adds the anatomists, that's definitely a good one to pick, Sean. Especially if you have Beasts and Exploration, because that's really where the anatomists start to take off. I think that is probably tied to Beasts and Exploration, honestly. Anatomists are so much fun if you're able to get them actually kitted out, dude. Just make that mega bro and then cry when they die. It was the latest DLC with the Oath Takers that added origins. Flesh and Faith. Man, okay. All right, we are turning you into a battle forge with a lot of health, I guess. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I feel so bad. Like, I don't want to put points into melee defense for him because it gives me such diminishing returns because he's got a freaking... Oh, well, I guess it's only a broken elbow. It's minus 30%. So I'd only actually get a +1 on a max roll. Man, that's really bad returns, though. Kind of sad. I mean, he's still here. He can still hit things, right? Like, what we could do is we could give him fast adaptation. Kind of gross. But we could give him fast adaptation. That way, he gets a stacking 10% chance to hit, and he can eventually hit. But first and foremost, we're going to give him Colossus. 90 HP is a lot. And should keep him up and going for a while. Battle Brothers also got an update like a week or two ago with new legendary locations, I think, out of nowhere. Yeah, I saw that. They did like a... Bro, so Overhype cracks me up. They're like, oh yeah, guys, we're done working on Battle Brothers. We're going to start working on Menace like years ago. And then suddenly they're just like, oh, hey, by the way, here you go. And I'm like, okay. Overhype's something else, dude. They're cool. They're a cool little studio. Hubert, I'm actually a really big fan of what you've been doing for the group, my guy, my dude. And I'm not entirely certain how I can ever repay you, but we're gonna try. And I've probably already put levels into your fatigue like an idiot, so this isn't gonna work that well. So instead, what we're going to do... Man, I don't want to give you Pathfinder. I don't know how many points I've put into fatigue either, because I might have dumped gifted into it. We're going to give you 9 lives. Just keep you alive. It's the best I can do. All right. Hopefully, this is a 1-star. It shouldn't be that difficult. Fingers crossed. And I swear to God, if there's like an outlaw or something like here on day 17, I'm going to cry. I'm going to be so pissed. Oh, cool. It's 8 of them. Looks like we have no poachers, but there are some raiders here. So what we got? Yeah, we got a mix of thugs and raiders, and we definitely want to get to where we have solid footing at the bare minimum. We don't want we either want them to fight in the water, and they're not going to push out of this because they have ranged weapons. Okay. And we, unfortunately, have 0 ranged weapons. So, and I also don't want to be sitting in the murky water. Bro, marshes suck. We have a lot of fodder that they're just not quite up to speed here. This is going to be a spicy meatball. I'm hoping that we'll be able to actually, like, break through their lines. Probably down here, honestly. Okay. We're gonna wait a little bit here. The spear wall is good and everything, except for when you've got someone who's got reach. If you got 2 tile attack range, you're just gonna laugh at it. Now I'm about to show you why. I really want to get up here and push these guys, but I also need to make sure that I'm not leaving these guys open for like a counterattack. Steinar will do a lot of work on these guys since they don't have helmets though. So that's the one thing, right? Okay, we're gonna keep stalling our turns real quick. They're gonna push up a bit. Okay. All right. Now's about to be the time. We're gonna make Askir wait, right? Go ahead and get prepared here. Move up a little bit. Kind of want to push, but I also know that we don't really have the ability to push right here. Oh no, I needed to move him. Fuck. Okay, I should have moved Wernhard over one. I didn't realize Till was going next. Man, that's unfortunate. We just wasted a turn. Because we might have been able to actually get a kill in with that. That's okay. We'll be fine. I'm gonna cry about it though. Okay. We got a good hit in there. We're doing okay so far. We're not terribly foobarred here. Okay. Battle Brothers is also weird that by not playing on highest battle difficulty, you're not getting enemies with better gear earlier to loot, which makes scaling slower. So on one hand, you have more easy battles to start, but Crisis still happens around day 100, and it's usually tougher to prepare. That is true. So, like, whenever I play on Expert, it's just like, okay, if I can survive to... My old pacing that I was accustomed to is if I survived to day 25, I could take that run to day 100 plus. Now, would I be able to just keep the run going forever? Probably, unless I just bit off more than I could chew and I just picked one battle that I wasn't prepared for. But early on, I would rush raiders so quickly that and I would get flails and just rush raiders, right? Because sometimes they're not wearing freaking hats like this guy down here, right? You can just go down there and be like, hey, yo, give me your gear. And you just bop them upside the head and you get gear pretty quickly, and you can scale super fast that way. And that's how I was used to scaling, honestly. And it worked out fairly well for me. But, you know, I had to survive the first 25 days. And that was the hardest because that was like the biggest power spike where I was picking on I was taking fights that I definitely wasn't prepared for necessarily. But now it's a little different. Now it's kind of like, well, it happens when it happens, bro. Steinar, you are the man. I just wanted to say that real quick. You are the man. Bertwin will move you up slowly. ever so slowly. All right, let's see here. So Corey, we need to get a hold of this thug here. We're gonna put down a spear wall. It kind of feels gross to try to do this, but we're gonna see if this works. Now this guy's going to go soon, right? And I want to be in a position to where we can hit this thug or him. Okay, that's beautiful. That's actually perfect because now Birchwing can take out the two-hander, maybe in one shot, right? One opportunity to seize everything we ever wanted in one moment. Now, will he capture it or let it slip? I don't know. But we're going to try, right? So, Halstein, since you're here, you're going to attack this little thug guy, right? And we're going to wait. Okay. Oh, shit, this guy's got a flail, too. All right, you get a hold of him. 61%, rolling it. Okay, got a good hit. Cut his arm. Okay, we're good. That should debuff him pretty hard, pretty significantly. I want to get all over this guy. And we're gonna go right here, cause a rout, and I want to see if we can get a hit on the head. No hit on the head. Tragic. Cool. He missed Bernhard. Beautiful. Getting the hits. Okay. Moving up. Got a really good hit in there. Okay, this guy's done. So is that guy. So now it really comes down to Steinar versus this Raider. Right? Because everyone else is like fleeing at this point. I'm going to get Birchman right on up here so he can help out Steinar. And we're actually going to have Steinar wait because we need to get more of his fatigue back. Okay. This guy's now double-handing this, so this is going to be scary. Oh, he missed both attacks. Awesome. Headshot. Nice. Now, I kind of want to dagger this guy down. I don't think we can. Not at this point. I'm just going to kind of pray to God we just take him out. Oh, we took his head out. Cool. So we didn't lose anybody, and we got another flail, which is great. We got a little bit of money, too, and yeah, I mean, all in all, that was actually kind of flawless. I'm happy with that. Took some armor damage, but that's okay. It's only going to take us 7 tools and supplies for us to repair stuff, and let's go ahead and mark stuff as repaired. That way we don't need to repair it later. Now, I'm on the fence on whether or not it's worthwhile repairing short swords, because sometimes I feel like it is, and then other times I feel like it's not. I really don't know the math on that one. I know like tier 2 and higher weapons, it's typically beneficial to repair, but these short swords, I'm kind of on the fence about. Yeah, we're going to avoid the rest of that. And let's go down here to the port. And I want to see if we can get a hold of any thieves. We got 10 people in our roster here, and Steinar has hit level 5, which is awesome. We could even make him get flail mastery, but I don't think flail mastery this early on is going to be good. I mean, it's working, right? Like, flails are really good right now, but they're not going to be really good later when people actually have helmets. So, yeah. That's kind of my thought process there. I think 4 years ago, the benchmark was full Raider gear by day 15. Can't do it myself, though. Yeah, I can't. I haven't played Battle Brothers since probably before 2020. or not significantly since before 2020. I think the last time I played it was around then, or like 2019. I played a lot from like 2017 to 2019, and then I stopped playing for a bit. From what I remember, you're right on short swords. I do have mods that tell me the final price and settlement trade modifiers, though. Yeah, so I feel like short swords are kind of worth it, but also like they're really close to being worth it or not. I know there's a lot of things that basically tell you, hey, like the easiest way to look at it is if it's made of metal and it's tier 2 or higher, you should repair it. Like orc cleavers, worth it. Orc clubs, not worth it. That's kind of how I always looked at it. All right, Steinar, let's go ahead and pump up your stats here a little bit, homie. We have already kind of boogered up your fatigue, most likely. But let's do... Man, I don't know if I actually want to put points in the range defense. But it's a max roll, though. So difficult. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I want to put this in. Let's give you Pathfinder. It's an easy early game perk that I don't feel bad about investing in when I don't know what I want to build you into. Orc weapons are freaking awesome, dude. Now, I still say the like the little stick, like the little mini tree that a lot of them have, like the little orc cudgel. I'm like, that ain't really worth it. But, you know, cleavers or axes or anything that's made of metal that an orc has, oh yeah, repair that. Repair it and sell it, for the love of God. At least repair it before you sell it, if you're going to get rid of it. If you're not going to get rid of it, then awesome, have fun with it. But typically, once you start, you know, having a ton of orc weapons, you don't want to use them yet until later on, right? Oh, look. The Bokenberg about Day to the West. So we can do this, but I want to do this on the trip back, right? Can we actually travel at night? We can. We're going to go over to Deichstadt because it should be right. Wait, what? Can I not travel? Oh, cool. Now, what do we got here? We got to deliver a package. Rostad, about 2 days to the west. Oh, well, that's dope because that's actually where we're going to go. That's like one of the places we're going to go. I'm just going to pick that up. I don't even care. I don't even care what the other one is. We're here for a thief anyway. And we don't have a thief. There are no thieves. Is there anything here that I can even sell or buy? No. Everything here is super expensive. I could sell some stuff maybe. Yeah, we can sell some of this stuff. Just be like, hey, you want to buy some of these short swords that are like in the green-ish area, right? Buy some of this crap that I don't really use. That's just sitting here collecting dust on my inventory. Yeah, please take it. Take it all. I don't care. Yeah, it should be fine. And now we're gonna head back over to Jadensi. Any thieves here? No thieves. Okay. Well, Rostad's the one that I've been trying to work up our relations towards anyway. That's the big trade city. If we can get better relations with them and eventually start buying dyes from them for cheap, money. Printing money at that point, ladies and gentlemen. We actually have a lot of money right now. We got 2,500 crowns. That's pretty good. Now, we're running a little bit low on provisions. We're doing okay on tools. We got ammo. We're okay on meds. Like, all in all, we're actually recovering really nicely, considering we almost got wiped by zombies like 3 fights ago. So, I'm feeling pretty good about that. But yeah. That was a spicy meatball that we're dealing with. But yeah, we're doing. I'm feeling good, guys. Feeling really good. So we're at day 19, right? So to give everyone a thought, like an idea of what Sinvone said earlier, right? He said full raider gear by day 15. We're on day 19, right? And by full Raider gear, he means everyone needs to be kitted out the same way Steinar is. Just so, like, Steinar's like our best kitted guy, right? But Raider gear would also say Bertwin. This is still Raider gear, Raider tier gear. Now, is it as good as like this guy? No, not at all. But, you know, a lot of our units are in close to Raider gear. So we're actually pretty close to the benchmark. We're just not in the best Raider gear out there. But we're doing it, right? We're living it. We're living the dream, guys. We're making it happen. We're all in this together, and some other High School Musical quotes. Man. Okay, what is this contract? Deliver. Okay, you know what? We're doing it. We're doing it. We have to go to way up here. That's fine. We'll buy food on the way. Yep, that tracks. That said it's not doable without highest battle difficulty because too little raiders are spawning. Yep. See, I'm still like not terrible at it, but I'm also, once again, not on the highest difficulty set. Bro, this stuff's so cheap. Food is so cheap here. Oh my god, buy the food. I can't buy too much food because then it'll go bad, but still buy some food. Oh my god, yes. Good harvest. Yeah, that was a good harvest. Holy shit, my dude. Oh, dude, we're gonna buy more dogs on our way. We need dogs. I'm gonna spend so much money on getting us more dogs. See, I like how we have enough food for 24 days. Or 4 days, my bad. And I was like, oh yeah, 24 more days. Hell yeah. We're cooking. But I was gonna say all of our food's gonna go bad before it's even ready. Stormtail, Bones, Amarog. All right, Witherfang. I like Witherfang. We're gonna buy some armor for Witherfang. We just dropped 1,000 crowns on dogs. Okay, are we gonna go around or are we gonna go through the Misty Covert? That is the question here. Who wants? You know what? You're getting Witherfang. Till, congratulations, you're getting one. Bertwin, you deserve one at this point. Halstein, I'm going to give you one as well. You get Stormtail. I'm feeling pretty good. Oh, we're going straight through the heart of the forest, huh? No, we're skirting the edge. Okay. We just didn't want to go that way, I guess. This benchmark was from veteran players who can rush legendary locations in 50 days. It's a funny strat for killing Kraken with a bunch of naked bros due to how its AI works. I've never actually fought Kraken or any of the I've never done any of the legendary locations. I've done Black Monolith like once, and Black Monolith is like one of the first legendary locations, right? So all the new ones haven't done, and I haven't been like super into doing them. And I mean that's just because like getting to that point for me takes a while, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I enjoy like the run up until there. I don't want to be a speed runner. To me, speed running this game or some games like this, I mean, I understand getting to the point where you're just like, oh yeah, no, Battle Brothers is boring. I'm the same way with like War Tales. Like with War Tales, I'm just like, oh okay, I'm definitely at the point because War Tales doesn't have any RNG or like enough customization like with builds to really make me go, oh yeah. It's just like you do this and this. Whereas in Battle Brothers, it's like, okay, well, what backgrounds we got? Okay, well, these are our starting stats. What role is going to fit the best? What role do we need? And there's a lot more like thought process behind it. And because of that, that's why I enjoy this game more. And I don't need to feel like I have to do a rush or anything like that for me to enjoy that game. So, or this game rather, but yeah. He doesn't have the skill for them. You know what game I could probably speed run, that I could probably get a speed run in? We can probably do that with Schedule 1 if we really wanted to. I know for a single player I could probably do that and get all the way to unlock the barn. Like, not the barn, but the docks pretty quick. But that's a long playing session. That's like 12 hours straight, and you'd have to record that entire thing. I don't know if it's worth it for me. Me neither, but I like weird exotic strategies. Not exactly optimal, but so bizarre that makes you remember them. Yes, I do enjoy that too. I remember like back in the day. Oh, some lucky miner struck a particularly rich vein. Extraction of minerals and metals will be greatly increased until it's exhausted, but the settlement also experiences an inflation of prices. So everything is higher. Okay. But bro, okay. 30,000 crowns. I mean, I was never gonna buy this, but still. Heavy bassinet with a movable visor. Okay. Do my items go up in value at all? No? Kinda? Not really? Wow, alright. Anyone I can hire here? That's not really. Okay. What's my contract? What do I need to do? Was I not already up here? Oh no, I went to Mitterfels and not Grossfirth. God damn it, me. I am an idiot. Who let me walk away without turning this in? I was already there. I went to this town. I went to Mitterfels instead of Grossfirth. I am a buffoon. I am a buffoon. Man. I gotta do the walk of shame. The march of shame. That wasted like 2 days. 2 entire days of just, yeah. Oh, cool. Here's my crowns. I was like, why can't I pick up any? Oh my God. Certified bruh moment. Sorrow, you had one job. We have 3-star contracts up here. Oh no. I want to read them. Brigands killed Friezo and his whole family. Can you believe that? Okay. How many crowns? 1,100 crowns. Okay. What about this one? Hunt down whatever terrorizes it. Okay. So we got some missing villagers out here. And I'm just thinking, there's a lot of woods and it's a 3-star. It could be Webnex. And I doubt it's Webnex, but it could be Webnex. And if it is Webnex, I don't want to deal with Webnex. Not a 3-star contract of Webnex. That's terrifying. Things are not calm in Grossfirth. No, they are not. And I am avoiding that. That they can deal with that. That is not my, it's not my problem. I'm sorry. I'm flirting with 2-star contracts, right? Like one of those damn near wiped us like not too long ago. I don't think we're ready for 3 skull. Don't do beasts because it's gonna be 40 Webnex. That's exactly what I was thinking about. I was like, bro, it could be an entire swarm of spiders, and I don't want to deal with those things right now. That's just gonna be a bad time for me. You know, the worst part about fighting Webnex is that they're the only mob that I've seen in Battle Brothers that actually move. Everything else is just a static PNG, right? That moves. But like the Webnex, like they kind of like sway and like move. Like guys are just idle, and it's terrifying to me. Okay, to Phil's Moose, and Phil's Moose about 2 days to the northeast by road. I'll think about it, and by think about it, I'm not doing it. Now we're going over to Rothstadt. But yeah, like, bro, fighting 40 Webnex in these woods or something like that is just awful. Like, because they're just going to hatch eggs, and then like the eggs are just gonna spawn more, and before you know it, you're just completely outnumbered and swarmed down, and then that's it. That's game. That's do not collect. You do not collect $200. Do not pass go. You're just done. Roll a new save. And that's the other thing about Battle Brothers, guys. For those of you who don't play this game or haven't played this game, you have to know what battles to pick. If you're not picking your battles in Battle Brothers, then you're just foobarred. You will die a lot. Okay, so 12 crowns per head, up to 20 heads. Okay, and 3 days to the northeast. You know, that's just too far out of my way. I don't want to go there. Sandburg, 2 days to the southeast. I can do that, and I will do that. Because Sandburg... Wait, where the hell's Sandburg? Oh. Oh, we could travel there by boat. Yeah, we'll do that. Easy. Easy peasy. Let's go down here to Bokenberg real quick. See if there's any salt we can pick up. You can walk into Orc Berserkers on the first day. Yeah, no, like, yeah. When you go into like a camp and you just go and scout a camp and it's like, oh, hey, we have no idea what's out here. Okay. That doesn't necessarily mean blindly rush in. That just means, okay, you might want to, you know, peek in, maybe start the battle. And as soon as you see something, be prepared to pull everybody back and like run, because you very well could be up against an entire like undead army, like of ancient auxiliaries with like geists and shit, right? Or necrosavants, because I think geists are more with wider gangers, but still, like the point stands. You could have definitely bitten off more than you can chew, and that is, as you could put it, no bueno. It's not good. Very bad. Had to run contract in big port city to caravan. We move and instantly 3 berserkers run into town and attack us. Yeah, and then at that point you're just like, oh well, I guess I'm done. Time to roll a new one. Oh, okay, a raider. Oh, I'm doing this. We're getting paid. Oh wait, we don't get paid per head, but I don't care because there's only one raider, and this is just free XP. We're farming these guys at this point, and they have to go uphill. Like, we are definitely pushing this, and I'm holding this ledge, and we are going to bully these guys straight up. I'm about to bully the hell out of these raiders. Oh, we got stunned. Oh, one guy actually got up here. Damn, okay. Now, the bulk of them seem to be coming this way, which means I should probably make sure that we have a decent amount of people over here and can actually back these guys up. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, I am going to send a couple people down here to help out. And we're going to send out the dog. They're literally fighting an uphill battle, and I love it. Dagger up. Last stream we talked about caravans. Is that a base game thing or DLC? Yeah, it's base game. You help protect caravans but can't run unless you're willing to abandon the quest. You can sacrifice a few caravan hands but can't let donkeys die. Food is covered though. Yep. If you let a donkey die, you start losing a lot of a payment, and if you let all the donkeys die, then it's game over. Or not game over, but you lose the contract. Good to reposition or to try generate legendary items and settlements for proper buildings. If you need to travel across the entire map, and if you're kitted for it, because caravans are also kind of a noob trap in my opinion. If you're running low on provisions, but you need to get across the map to a different settlement, and that was going to be your goal anyway, right? Taking a caravan and kind of rolling on it, rolling on the luck is one way to do it, but you just gotta, it'll at least cover your provisions until you either bail from it or something, right? Because it's entirely possible for you to be like, yeah, no, fuck this, I'm not fighting this, right? Bro, please don't kill Bones. I like Bones. Bones is a good dog. He's a good boy. I forgot what I was talking about, but yeah, caravans are kind of also a noob trap because some people will like pick them up like first thing, just instantly, and they don't really pay enough to warrant the amount of like attention that they give you on the map, and they're like they can be incredibly dangerous for how little pay that they have. Now, of course, you get all the gear that you loot, right? But still, like, they can be pretty spicy. Oh yeah, you're totally right. Usually caravans don't offer enough fight density to keep scaling rapidly, so it's usually easier quest but doesn't offer enough. Right. And then sometimes you'll fight a caravan that is just stupid. Like you'll do a caravan mission and it's just completely stupid with the enemies that spawn and attack you. For example, the orc berserkers that he was talking about, where he spawned in, took a caravan mission, and then instantly got attacked by orc berserkers. By the way, orc berserkers are spooky. You don't want to fight those, especially not early game. I don't think I can handle them. I could probably... Did I just lose one of my guys? No, that was probably a brigand thug from the looks of it. Yeah, it doesn't look like any of my guys are dead. All right, boys, time to dagger up. I want this gear. You don't have a dagger, so not you. I was not talking to you. You don't have a dagger, so I'm obviously not talking to you either. What about you? Do you have a dagger? You do have a dagger. Dagger up. I know you have a dagger. Oh, it requires 4 points for us to do that, huh? Bertwin, do you have a dagger? You do. Okay, we're gonna get him out of there so we're not drawing fire. Same with him. Nice positioning. There's similar contract patrolling. It's also sketchy for newcomers because you're meant to pick fights instead of sticking to road to get the max amount of paid rewards, so you clear enemy camps. So yeah, with patrolling, I typically don't clear camps. I tend to venture slightly off the road and try to find a like brigands, right? Because those are, to me, those are like my early game. They're my bread and butter, right? Please, dogs, don't do the thing. Man, my dogs are actually ruining my armor for me. That's tragic. It's actually pretty freaking tragic. It's so sad. Because they're the ones that actually did all that armor damage. I'm not going to get that armor, but I should have gotten the helmet. Didn't get the helmet either. Got the bill hook, but all right, whatever. That's the problem with dogs too, though. They can't like penetrate armor. They don't have armor pen. They just grab and tear. So you think about it, this guy had 3 war dogs mauling him to death. So yeah, they're gonna tear up his gear. So that's one thing I do like about the barbarian origin. You actually can like loot stuff even after you break it. It's kind of cool. Sandberg. Sandberg's where I need to be. Cool. Got paid. No, nothing here either, huh? Wow. Sandcay would be fun to go to, but I also know better. Like, something tells me, like, where is that? That's where is Sandcay? Bro, that's so far up here. Oh my god. Okay. Well, what do we have for missions here? Bokenberg? Yeah, okay, I'll take it. And then I'm just going to travel back up to Jadensi and then walk to Bokenberg. It's not like I haven't traveled this road like 80 times at this point. Dogs on Peasant Militia are so good. No archers. I still need to get archers, right? Peasant Militia are great. Like, it's... So I like Peasant Militia, and I also don't like Peasant Militia. Because I tend to like to use less units, right? Because, at least from what I found, the fights scale based off of both your average level as well as your total unit number of units, right? And I feel like Peasant Militia, some of your initial fights are actually really hard due to you starting out with like a ton of guys, right? And they're all trash, absolute garbage. So that's something that I'm just like, you know what? Should we risk it and try to get a poacher or two? See if we can get anybody. 1,000 crowns. Hikma, about 3 days to the southeast. Where is this? Where is Hikma? It's right next to Sandberg. So we could actually go to Jadensi, go to Sandberg, and then go to Hikma. And that would give us 1,000 crowns. That may be worth it, honestly. We'll think about it. Give me some salt. Give me some tools. I would like to say give me some food, but food's hella expensive here. Let's go ahead and equip some more daggers too. Like, I'm realizing we don't have enough daggers for Dagger Down, so we need daggers for our boys, right? Like, obviously. So you get a dagger. You have 60. You already have a dagger. Have a better dagger. Well, you can have a dagger. It's not gonna be too helpful, but I mean, eventually, any dagger will be helpful, because what we're going to do is we're going to fully surround people and go from there. That's how this works. All right. Yeah, we could go ahead and level people up. I'm going to hold off on that. From what I remember, fights scale up to 12 or 14. I don't have preference. Found it interesting that during community tournaments, the meta thing to do, no matter the origin, was to get as many bodies as possible to attack or higher fights sooner. True. Like, I understand the merit with that too. I've always liked my goal is I always went on specific days, like based off of days, right? So up until like day 15, I would like to have 6 guys. And I would get those guys up to about level 4 until I got them all set up with like rotation, right? And then I would hire 2 more and go to 8. And then I would rock 8 until around day 20 to 25. And then I would go up to 10. And then eventually I'd go to 12. But at that point, I was like making enough money, right, that I could actually afford my people. Whereas right now, I'm like, not necessarily hurting on money, but we're not doing great. Right, I don't want to accept that. I don't want to do a caravan. I don't want to do a caravan. I'd be okay with doing a caravan if it took us to the deserts, but I'm not a huge fan of the deserts. So, we have any new units here? Probably not, considering I've already looked here like 8 times. Ooh, well, the dyes are still kind of expensive, but we can definitely sell the salt for a bit of a profit. We can grab some tools if we needed it, but we don't really need it. We can buy some grains, albeit they're a little expensive right now. I wonder if Grunfeld still has the Bountiful Harvest event going on. Probably not. It has been a couple of in-game days. But if it is, I'm going to stock up on food, and then we're going to have to go find something else to do, because there isn't much in contracts going on right now. Oh, we still have it, but we have ambush trade routes, so we'll see how this goes. Oh, yeah, food's still hella cheap here. So we'll buy a decent amount of food. That'll last us at least 5 days, right? Okay, yeah, we can grab one more unit, and that'll last us a little bit longer. I'm going to sell a couple, one of the quiver of arrows because we don't really need it. I will hold on to the short bow, even though it's basically useless. We don't have anyone that's actually like built to be an archer right now. Do we have anyone here that would be no? Okay. What we got going on here? Drive off the brigands at the ramshackle hiding place northwest of Grunfeld. We can handle that. I can definitely handle that. Do we have any farmers here? No farmers. Got it. Battle Brothers is the game with the human wave tactics. It's funny that you might be happy losing a few characters as long as you get that new shiny weapon from mercenaries. Yes. So, and that's kind of how I look at it too, is I'm just like, yeah, so you're just, you know, you kind of, you know, you buy units and you hire units expecting them to die. You're like, you are a cannon fodder unit. I am sacrificing you. If the need arises, you are dead. Just be aware, you mean nothing to me. All right, what we got here? We got, Steinar's got 46, but okay, Igmar, you actually have some decent. We're actually going to set you up here, homie. What, like 42? I mean, it's not terrible. We could. He can work as a thrower as well and like take max rolls on melee skill. We can be a frontline thrower, depending on his defense rolls. But I mean, we can make that work. Let's do bags and belts. Bertman, we're taking this off of you. We're giving him that, and then we're also going to give him a spear. Bags and belts is OP. I love bags and belts. So good. I rarely use it, but it's so freaking nice. Igmar could be a hybrid polearm crossbow. Yeah, it's kind of what I was thinking. I'm going to start him off as a thrower because throwing will be okay, right? I mean, technically Bertwin could also do that, but I mean, he's almost level 5 at this point, and I haven't been putting any points in a range skill, and I didn't really want him to be a range unit anyway, so he'll be fine. I need to find a good bannerman. I mean, honestly, Till would be an excellent bannerman. And Sergeant. Rumold. Oh, right. You're going to be my DPS boy. You're going to be a amazing backliner. Let's pump up that morale. We can always pump up your HP. Rumold, I am going to give you student because you can be a student. Corey. Home skillet. I need you to roll better than this. We'll take the max there. I'm going to take the 2 because I need the defense. Oh, do I want to do... do I want to do student on you? That's the problem. No, I don't. I don't think you're going to be a good enough unit for me to warrant student on. Crossbow also shares talents with guns, and guns are easy to field in numbers on peasants. Really? It means that... Okay, so we have some raiders and a few poachers. So... the other way that we'd actually be able to, like, essentially trick the AI, right? Because that's kind of what you need to start doing at this point, is we want to trick them. No, we can actually give some of our units, like, better gear, too. That might be helpful. So, let's see here. Does anyone here have really high melee skill, and they're just not being utilized properly? I mean, Askir with a broken knee, that's not too bad. 65? I mean, it's not like he's doing too hot, like, otherwise. Let's just remove this and give him a flail. 2 flails going into a raider fight? I'm feeling pretty confident. I'm feeling really good about that, actually. Now we got a bunch of poachers, but I'm feeling pretty good. There's only some raiders. We're probably fighting 8 units. 9 units? Okay. They've got 3 ranged units, so they've got range superiority. Therefore, they're going to sit in the back and shoot us to shit. Hubert, I need you to not get shot, homie. I need you to just do me a huge favor and just not get shot. Bro, why are they all wearing fucking helmets? Oh my god. I'm like, oh yeah, guys, I've got flails. We're going into this fight. I'm feeling pretty good. Meanwhile, every single one of them has a helmet on. I'm like, shit. So much for that confidence boost I had. Oh, this guy doesn't have a helmet. He's got a nice mace. Okay. So many maces and flails on enemies, this might hurt. Yeah, this is not going to go well. They have 2 maces, 2 flails, 2 antidax. We're in for a bit of a pickle here. I'm gonna be real here. 26%, 36%. You know what? We're sending it. Wait, I could. Oh wait. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Sending it. Oh, we got a hit. Nice. Was not expecting that, honestly. We're gonna have to dog up. We're gonna have to use our dogs. Bro, can you not? Holy shit. Meanwhile, Rumold's the guy with 3 melee stars. I kind of want to get Rumold, like, pull him back at this point. Rumold, what are your stats at? You're only level 2. You have 61 melee skill. I mean, you're Craven and you're dumb. So you're not perfect by any means, but losing a 3-star melee ability guy, it's only level 2, will be kind of suckish, if I'm gonna be honest here. Oh, okay. I knew it would be too good to be true to get 2 hits in, but go for the headshot there. That worked out. Okay. We should be able to start slow rolling up a bit here. I don't want to push too hard, but I also kind of want this guy to stop throwing fucking axes at me. I do know if I shove, we need to get people up here to, like, assist immediately, right? So let's go ahead and toss the dog out. Take a step. Stab. We missed. Damn. It kind of sucks, but it's okay. There's so many flails, dude. Ouch. Halstein's kind of fucked up. I mean, to be fair, we also kind of knew this was going to happen for Halstein, so it is what it is. Man, dude, I really want to dagger this guy down if I can. This is a bad time for me to try to dagger him. I'm going to be real, but I really want this. I really want to dagger this guy. So we're going to risk it for the biscuit because his armor is actually really good. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's real bad. That's good for us to take him out. Okay. All things considered, this is not going terribly, but it's not going great. It's just something we need to, like, keep in mind here. Okay. Yep. Rip and Pete. R.I.P. Hubert. 49% chance for a headshot, which would basically take him out instantly. Or we can go for the 64% chance to just do damage. He doesn't have very much armor, so let's just go for the 64. Good hit. $48, $58. Okay, let's just go ahead and take this guy's shield off. So we've lost Hubert, but we haven't lost anyone else yet. And I will say this guy with the flail is actually the spookiest one out of everybody left. And hopefully he attacks the dog. Nope, he's not attacking the dog. Oh, he ain't spooky anymore. Get fucked, mate. Give me a headshot. Boom. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're cleaning up at this point, boys. We got a perfect dagger down there too. Oh yeah. And now we just release the dogs. Let them tear everybody up. GG. This went very, very well for us. We did lose Hubert, though. I don't want to make light of losing Hubert, but that definitely could have been a lot worse. Oh, yeah, we're running them down. Release the hounds. Release the hounds. Death counts. I do have an obituary. There is an obituary built into Battle Brothers, so we'll be able to check the death counts, Marcelo. Sorry, I haven't been reading chat that well, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm getting distracted by how intensely I need to focus in a turn-based strategy game. I can literally take all the time in the world because it's my turn. But it just gets so intense. All right. And we've got yeah, we got like 4 dogs that are just, you know, dog piling, pun intended. This man, this poor man, he's got his little cudgel out. He's hiding. You know, let's just end the round. Just let everything happen. Let the dogs do their thing. There we go. Hubert died. You did a great thing, Hubert. I am very glad that I didn't invest too much stuff into you. You did great. I'm so proud of you. More importantly, we got ourselves a Warren Mail shirt and a nice nasal helmet. I am happy. And 2 more flails. I am happy with those results. We got more than what Hubert was worth. That's all I'm going to say. Money-wise, totally worth it. Now, let's take a look at our obituary. Yeah, we've lost a few units. Not a ton, but yeah, we've definitely lost some. So we lost Torvald basically instantly, and then we lost Otto, we lost Dirk. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've lost 10 people so far. So, yeah. A little bit of a meat for the grinder kind of thing, but that's okay. That's okay. It's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. We got a lot of money now, and that's awesome, actually. You know, let's go see if we can head over to like a different town. And I kind of want to see if we can go bust a camp. It's day 26, right? So we're at the point where we should start being able to bust camps. to some degree. We can definitely afford a piece of new armor, like a solid piece of armor. I think those maces, upon repairing, can be sold with profit or kept for armored enemies. Right. Yeah, I think the Morning Stars and the flails are definitely something that can be repaired for profit. Hand axes can, the hatchets cannot. Scramus axes can. I'm not a huge fan of bludgeons in general because those are just terrible. And now that I've got Morning Stars, I don't need them. Short swords are still on the fence. Militia spears cannot be repaired for a profit. They're not worth it. I just hold on to them so I could toss them onto some new unit, right? And then we got short swords. So a full short sword's worth 64, right? And it's only like what is it? One unit's 15, right? So yes, it is worth it math-wise to repair these because it's roughly 30 gold to repair one from completely broken to full, and you can sell a full one for 64. So you can sell short swords for a profit, by the way. Just that quick head maths. But yeah. Quick head maths. Yeah. Totally do that. We could buy some more tools. We don't necessarily need more tools right now, but we could. It requires 8 tools and supplies. Let's go ahead and repair all of our short swords. See how many tools that's going to run us. And we'll repair the billhook, the Godin dogs. We'll repair those as well. We're definitely going to repair the armor and the maces. Let's get it all repaired. We got some more throwing axes now. This settlement has nice prices, around 17% of item worth. Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know, man. Quick maths isn't your thing. Homie, I need to smack you real quick. Just cuz. Okay. You know what? Actually, I don't think the Godin dags are worth repairing. We're gonna sell those just straight up. Everything else we should be pretty much set for. We got anything that we can do with the armor here? Oh, we can sell the salt for 420. That's pretty good. Easy to check. Round shield's worth 100 gold if fully repaired. Oh, yeah, no, that's... Oh, okay. Yeah, so I got a fully repaired round shield, and it's 18. Man, do I want to buy some new mail? I can get a mail hauberk. Could go for reinforced mail hauberk, but that's just way too expensive. We don't really have a helmet that would, warrant that level of armor. And then we'll just put somebody in it and watch as they just get swarmed and die. We don't have anyone that's built to be a fatigue neutral build yet. Leather scale armor would be a huge upgrade for us, and it would not be that much of an increase to fatigue cost. Leather lamellar would be a nice upgrade for some of our units, but not all of them. And we do have some worn mail shirts that we can put on some of our frontliners and get them a upgrade. So, for example, Askir can have an upgrade here, and then the padded leather gets becomes an upgrade for somebody else, and then you can have that. So we're recycling and upcycling everybody here, but we could definitely afford 1 or 2 pieces of armor to just upgrade some of our better frontline units. I think that's the better option. I always prefer upgrading armor over weapons. Fatigue neutrals can work with bad heavy armor from fallen heroes. Oh, okay. All right, I'll be over 20. Please no. Well, I have to work in 20 minutes. Shit, I got to work in 20 minutes. Oh, thanks for saying in 20. That was a good call out because I've got to I got to wrap up the stream here within the next 20 minutes, guys. Because it's not built for good brothers. I know, right? Fatigue neutral is not meant for good guys. You know what? What we're going to do, okay, is we're going to buy the leather scale armor and a mail hauberk, okay? And that will give us a nice boost to a large amount of our front line, okay? So the reason I say a large amount is because you can look at Steinar here. Steiner's got 68 fatigue. Well, now he's got 64 fatigue, but he's at least got leather scale. He doesn't need the mail hauberk because that would drop him down to 62. And his flail builds up a lot of fatigue. And a one-handed swing of a flail, I mean, that's 13 fatigue, right? But I mean, let's give him a little bit. I mean, what's the difference here? 10? Yeah. Now, Wernhard, we can definitely upgrade to some extent. He also leveled up. Halstein is wearing, you know what? We'll Askir and Halstein both. I don't really want to give too much good stuff to. Birchwin we could set up as a fat newt because he's not great, but he also, I mean, I don't know what his overall deal is here. What are we looking at? Yeah, we could put like some really heavy armor on him if we wanted to. We don't have anyone that we're actually going to set up as a fat newt yet because nobody has really good defense stats, at least not right now. We need to get another frontliner. We're going to keep Igmar into the back line. Rumwald's going to stay in the back line. Till, we got a +4. Oh, there we go. Now Till's starting to scale. He's starting to get there. And sergeants do need a good amount of resolve as well as fatigue, but we can go ahead and give him the rally the troops. I think that would be a good one for him. That or give him pole arm. I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? Rally the troops would be pretty good. Yeah, we'll do that. Give him rally the troops. Bertwin, I'm trying to no, you need to stay in the back line to an extent. I mean, you have terrible melee defense because of your broken knee. I guess let's see what you roll. You roll +4 on melee defense, of course, which means I'm only getting like a +2 to that. That would bump that up to a 12, which sucks. We actually, does the broken knee apply after dodge? It probably does. Man, dude, this just sucks. Yeah, we'll have to just deal with what we got, I guess. We could pump up his initiative a little bit, but his initiative isn't really going to help us out too much. He actually has... Wait, is that broken knee lowers initiative? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're not. He can't do dodge. We can't do dodge at all. We're going to pump you up with hit points, fatigue, and defense, and you're going to be Battleforged. That is what you have to be. Broken knee lowers initial initiative. Yeah, it does a lot. I was like, yeah, never mind. We can't do that. Oh man. So we can definitely do a beefy like battle forge on him. We just need more fatigue. We'll give him brawny. We don't need brawny right now necessarily. We could do backstabber for the time being. That'll work. Wernhard, let's give you this. Yeah, that'll give you a decent upgrade to your potential here. Man, you really did not roll well on melee. Like, what the hell? A +1? Really, dude? Okay. Well, let's do a... We could do a +5. And then we could do the max roll and resolve, too. And then we'll do dodge. We can definitely do dodge. I don't remember how much we put into him, but we'll do it. Should be okay. How many people actually have dodge? Did I even put that on anybody else, or is it just him? It's just him. Okay. All right. By the time we're actually done in this settlement, we're gonna be probably wrapping it up. We need to find another guy to hire. Do we have any? What is this contract? Cargo, 3 days to the north, and Glommenwold. That's decent pay, but I don't want to do that. Let's go over to the Rothstadt. You want to make him 0 stam? I mean, we can try. It's probably not going to be very beneficial, but we can try to figure it out. The bro with dodge? Yeah, we can. We definitely need heavier armor for him, though, right? Because you want to aim down for super low stamina. Counselor in Eisenberg about a day to the east. Yeah, we can do that. Okay. Who is the cheapest militia we can find here? Is it Karsten? Karsten's 620. I don't know if I actually want to do Karsten. What up, man? You trying the new RuneScape game? I have played it. What's up? What are you doing, my man? What are we waiting for? I know you love some hardcore RuneScape. I do. I have played the new RuneScape game. If you guys haven't played it yet, I would say probably hold off. There isn't enough content to really dig into. It plays like a survival craft version of RuneScape. I just am a little disappointed that range and magic skill trees aren't in the game yet. So until those get added, I'm not going to continue playing it, but I did play it enough to actually understand how the combat works and everything, and it was enjoyable. Peddlers are semi-decent with melee defense, not as great as thieves. Okay. We can definitely do that. So I don't remember what everyone's what backgrounds everyone roll as. Oh shit. I mean, he's a dastard, but I don't care. That was a good call out there, Sandphone. Oh my god. Bro. Exactly what I'm asking for. I'm always digging deep and disappointing myself. If you get what I was throwing down, are you picking up what I'm throwing down, homie? Are you smelling what I'm stepping in? I hope you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. Bro, this guy's great, actually. Like, real talk, I understand that melee skill is only going to be 30 points here, so he's only going to be at like a 76 for melee. 79 if we give him a... you know, pump it up with gifted, like, but that's not too bad. Terrible starting melee skill, though. Like, absolute trash. But, I mean, you can't win them all, right? So we'll give him a little swordy sword and call it a day, because the short sword does have a bonus to hit chance. Now, it's not as much as the thrust is. I mean, I guess we could just swap out Corey and give Corey an actual short sword and give Harland the spear instead. You know, fully repaired one probably. But yeah, wow, it's pretty good defensive stats there. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty impressed, pretty happy about that. You try to keep our back line alive. All in all, we're actually doing pretty good on gear. Let's go ahead and hire that next peddler, because we could be able to get someone that can replace Halstein here. We'll go to Dietrich. What you got, Dietrich? Ah, swing and a miss. I never can remember background stat ranges, so I have a mod for them to display it while hovering over background icon. Bro. See, there's definitely some quality of life mods that are out there that I feel like would be awesome to help people learn the game and like help you memorize stuff, because I just remember what my favorites are. I just know that I like brawlers, I like farmers, I like daytailers, because daytailers typically have really high fatigue, and they're really cheap. So daytailers are like super cheap people that you can just toss out there and put heavy armor on almost instantly. Brawlers, farmers, daytailers, thieves, and after that, I kind of don't go too hard into all the different backgrounds. Like I get a lot of indebted and whatnot because they're cheap, and they don't have upkeep, right? But yeah. Anyway, guys, that is basically all we got for tonight. Let's see. I'm thinking I'm going to buy Tempest Rising. Reminds me so much of Command and Conquer. I'd have to look into Tempest Rising. I was never a huge fan of Command and Conquer, but it's definitely something like that's in my strategy wheelhouse to some extent. But anyway, guys, that is all I've got for tonight. I want to thank you all for coming and hanging out. We will be back next week, same time, same place. We will most likely be playing some War Tales. I heard something about us needing to have a war pony insert into our current run, so we'll have to figure out how to build a war pony to where they're actually useful. That'll be fun. But anyway, guys, that's all I've got tonight. Thanks again for tuning in, and I hope to catch you all next time. Until then, have a good one.